We are Men on Air.
Oh man, Hiju.
Wow, Greg, long time no see, brother.
yeah.
진짜 오랜만이다, 형.
Ah man, I can't believe it. We used to go to middle school together and now we're all grown adults.
혹시 중학교 때 내가 좋아하던 애 기억나? 나 걔랑 다음 달에 결혼해.
Really? Who?
아, 그 희순이 기억 안 나? 희순이?
Hisuni? Doesn't it ring a bell?
왜 종을 갑자기 쳐?
I mean, it's been over 20 years and you still have poor English skills, so yeah.
진짜 나빴다. I feel like some people are releasing stress writing this mean comment, you know?
Doesn't it ring a bell? Goodness, it's been over 20 years. You still have poor English skills? Ouch. He called out the time and everything.
맞아요,
20
여러분.
years and you still can't speak English?
이렇게 무시받기 싫으시면 영어 공부 열심히 하십시오, 여러분. Come on, 화이팅입니다.
I'm so sorry. This is not something I've ever said to anyone. I promise you, I'm not this person. Whew.
So, 이 문자 2941님의 문자가요.
2941. Go ahead.
예전에 선생님이 Does that ring a bell? 이라고 물으셨는데 뜬금없이 웬 종? 이렇게 생각했던 기억이 있습니다. 선생님 덕분에 유용한 영어 표현 배우게 되는데 여기서 소개하면 좋을 것 같네요.
Oh, it's good. This is a good phrase. Does that ring a bell? So here's our question. According to the skit, what does that ring a bell mean?
Ring a bell.
네.
어떤 뜻일까요? Number 1, 종을 치다. Number 2, 들어본 적이 있다. Number 3, 머리가 띵하다.
Wow.
Ring a bell은 어떤 뜻일까요? 1번, 종을 치다. 2번, 들어본 적이 있다. 3번, 머리가 띵하다.
Yay.
So, Mr. Greg, what is the answer?
Let's see. The answer is... As many people said today, the answer is number 2, actually, right?
들어본 적이 있다.
Yeah.
So this is a really fun expression that you
It is, and I didn't realize where it comes from because I was trying to think, ring a bell, why bell? So I first thought, a bell is used, back in the day, the bell was used in school a lot. So I thought maybe a bell connected to education like that. But you're going to be surprised by the actual meaning. One of the theories says that it's referring to Pavlov. If those of you who know Pavlov, he did the experiment with the dogs.
Pabllof.
Yeah, he would ring the bell and then they would associate the bell sound to eating. And so they would salivate anytime he rang the bell. And so that ring a bell, remember something. So from the dogs with the Pavlov experiment. So does it ring a bell? Do you remember? Wow.
이게 참 진짜 영어의 그 역사는 정말 알수록 재밌네요.
I never thought that.
네.
I was like, what? Really?
When was this?
So 1900s, late 1800s, early
그쵸.
1900s. Yeah.
1800에서 1900년도에 그 과학자가 실험했던 종을 울리면 강아지들이 또 개들이 침을 흘리는 그 연관적인 거에 대해서 약간 그 실험을 했던 거기에서 나온 표현이라고 합니다. 그래서 배를 치면 강아지들이 음식을 자연스럽게 생각해내고 침을 흘리는 그런 현상을 표현한 ring a bell 이라는 말. 그래서 들어본 적이 있다라는 표현이 됐다고 하네요. 진짜 신기하다.
Do you remember? Yeah, like that.
That's very fascinating.
It's really crazy.
네.
I never thought that. I've always used ring a bell, but you don't necessarily think about where it would have come from. And so, you ring a bell for the dog, that brings up a memory. So in humans as well. Do you remember? Do you recall? Sometimes, does it bring it to mind? We say like that. So does it ring a bell?
맞아요. Just like I used to ring a bell 말고 do you remember 써도 되고요. Do you recall 쓰셔도
Don't you remember her?
remember her 뭐 이렇게 쓰셔도 됩니다.
와, 신기해.
Alright, 자 바로 두 번째 사연. Let's get it.
Here we go. Golly, the staff in the cafeteria were so rude to us.
내 말이. 우리가 주문하는 방법 몰라서 조금 멈칫하니까 한숨 쉬는 거 들었어?
Yeah. And did you see how she stared at us when we were taking our time to pick the menu?
봤지. 정말 손님이 좀 모를 수도 있지. 뭐 저렇게 불친절해. 일하기 싫으면 그냥 집에 있는 게 답인 듯.
I'll say.
Yes, I'm listening.
What?
You just said I'll say. 뭐 할 말 더 남은 거잖아.
No. Come on. After you finish that coffee, you should just go back home and study more English. All right? Sounds good?
자기나 한국어 공부할 것이지 맨날 나 무시하고?
What'd you say?
아니야. 영어 공부. 화이팅.
There we go.
There
That's
we
my
go.
kind of friend. Fire back. What did you say? Go study Korean. Huh? What? Huh? Boom.
Finally, attack back after 7
Thank
months.
goodness. It's been so much. Yeah, I've had to be this awful person with no revenge. Finally, he gets attacked back.
that
I
was
like
funny.
that. It's good, though. This is a really nice one,
Yeah.
right? I'll say.
This is actually a skit based on 8321's message.
Okay.
Who's asking about the meaning of I'll say.
All right. Well, before we explain it today, let's go ahead and give you a question so that you all can participate in the quiz. So according to the skit, what does I'll say mean?
어렵다. I will say는 무슨 뜻일까요?
Say.
1번 내 말이 2번 내가 하려던 말은 3번 나 이제 말한다.
Oh, wow.
오, 다 비슷하네요.
They're really similar. Uh-oh.
좋아요. I will say. 저희가
I'll say.
스킬에서 나온 I'll say는 어떤 뜻인지 맞춰주시면 됩니다. Number 1, 내 말이. Number 2, 내가 하려던 말은. Number 3, 나 이제 말한다. 좋습니다. Mr. Greg, would you tell us the answer for us?
Yes, let's see. The answer is number 1. 내 말이.
내 말이.
Oh, wow.
Explain this for us. Where is it coming from and when do we use it?
Well, apparently it comes from the southern part of America.
Okay.
And so it would have been, people who migrated from England and Europe over to the U.S. and then moved down south. And so instead of saying, I'll say it is, which is the full phrase, that would have come from England. And then when it traveled over to the USA, they just shortened it down to I'll say.
Okay.
And so it just means to agree or like, oh, absolutely, you're right. But if someone's like, oh, yeah, that's right. That's right is kind of simple.
Yeah.
I'll say is kind of dramatic. I'll say, like, I'm seriously, like, definitely, absolutely. It's a little over the top. And so instead of, oh, that's right, yeah, 맞아요. 그냥, yeah, a little more feeling. I'll say it is.
I'll say.
Yeah, I'll say is a little more, I agree, but I strongly agree. Yeah. I studied really hard for that test. The mom says, I'll say, like you really studied hard. Like, 진짜 열심히 했어. Yeah. It's kind of over. So if you're thinking to use this, you're using this to say you truly agree with something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think other expression as I'll say?
I think these days definitely. I agree.
I agree.
Sometimes people I agree with you. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you're like, oh man, that's really expensive. That's what I'm saying. Nowadays people have said that more. But I'll say it's still around,
True.
but not as common. That's a little bit more
조금
to
된
old.
거죠.
Yeah.
네. 약간 저희 아버지 세대들이 쓰는
Right.
I will say.
I'll say back
약간
in
이런
my
느낌.
day. Yeah.
그런 느낌이죠. 저는 그거 많이 써요. I use exactly a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Right. I agree. Exactly. Yeah, that's right.
뭐 그런 거 많이 씁니다.
Yeah.
좋습니다. Can you read the example for us,
sure,
Mr. Greg?
Something like this you could say, I think Men on Air is the best radio show. And then someone else would agree with that and say, I'll say. I think Heejun is the funniest ballad singer.
I'll say.
He just like, excuse me? No.
또
You are.
베스트 발라드 싱어도 아니고
Best ballad
funniest
best-
발라드 싱어
funniest-
뭐가 좋은 거야 도대체?
Funniest ballad singer.
What is it good for ballad singers to be funny about? Anyways.